What's up, guys? Playing some macro heroes, and I find out my opponent's playing heroes. By the way, he searched Stratos, and he dualities into Chevalier, Torrential, and Mirror Force. So I know he's playing like that Gemini stun hero deck, which is a very good deck. I've run it. I ran it last 2 formats ago, maybe last format. I don't really remember. I didn't run Chevalier. I ran the Crusader of Endymion. I like the light better than fire, because the Shining's busted, and Nova Master's just not quite the Shining. I do have a bit of an edge, I thought, when coming into this, because simply for the fact that I main deck Super Polys, and I'm running Macro, which can really shut off his miracles. That's my thought. But I opened up, not that great. Hoping his back row just aren't much. So I'm going to summon my own Alias, because Alias gets over Stratos. If you didn't know. And Alias is going to attack. But he tries to book me, so I'm like, no, Gemini Spark. And I pop his other back row, and draw. It was a Torrential. There it is, main deck Super Poly. That's going to become really helpful. And I imagine he's playing Thunder King, so he's getting his E-Call off now. More beneficial. You see, that card right there, that's Helios the Primordial Sun. If you didn't know, because no one uses this part, when Macro resolves, you can special summon one Helios the Primordial Sun from your deck. And he's a level 4 light monster, so I think it's pretty cool. I was worried he was going to do some Bubbleman OTK nonsense, because he did add Bubbleman with his Stratos, but no. He adds the miracle because he dualities, and I knew I'd live through this turn with duality. So that's what I'll say. So he does summon the Chevalier, Evocator, Chevalier. I don't know where that card came from. I don't remember what set that's from. I don't think it's that old. And there, I just draw the Fusion Gate, which changes the game. I mean, I know he can use it too, but I need to make the play. That's where I'm at. And he doesn't have the Veiler, so game change. So I'm going to add an elemental hero, Voltic, because he'll be useful later in the duel. I'm just trying to set up for later plays at this point. So I'm going to activate the Fusion Gate and use its effect to banish Bubbleman and Stratos and get out an Ab-Zero. And I'm thinking about who to attack, but Evocator is Gemini Sparkable, so I'm going to attack that. So right now I'm just going to set my Judgment and set my Super Poly and pass turn. I know that Super Poly could be pretty deadly. That's why I wasn't that scared about putting Fusion Gate up, because I know no matter how hard he pushed, I had Super Poly plus Ab-Zero, which is just filthy. And he does have the Heavy, which forces out my Solemn Judgment. Without Solemn Judgment, the game would be over right there, probably. So he's going to set 2. I'm not all that worried about setting against Ab-Zero. My major problem is that he was just going to overwhelm me with his own Fusion Gate summons, but he looks like he has more back row than anything. Just thinking hard about this move. I cut away, set another. And then drops his Bubbleman, which worries me. I thought he was going to go into, that card's, Heroic Champion Excalibur. I like that card too. And, does he do that? I don't know how to remember. He goes into Excalibur. And now my major fear is that I was pretty sure he had a Miracle Fusion. I'm positive about that. He added it with Duality. So I was pretty certain he was going to detach with Excalibur, and then Miracle. And then that would be, he thinks it would be game for him, but more plus for me, right? Yeah. So I'm going to activate my Super Poly, discarding my dead Gemini Spark. And I'm going to fusion with Absolute Zero and Heroic Champion Excalibur to bring out Elemental Hero the Shining, who does have his 3200 boost, well, his 600 boost to 3200 because of my two banished heroes. I had to cut away for a second, it keeps taking too long. I'm already approaching 10 minutes. Well, I was. And he miracles away his Bubble Man and Stratos to bring out, yeah, Ab-Zero. He could have made his own Shining, but good as that. So I have Monk plus Voltic, which I don't hate. Definitely don't hate. So I'm willing to attack over his Ab-Zero and let my monster die, but add back my Stratos and my what did I banish? And my Bubble Man. Oh, right. I was confused how I made Shining with Stratos and Bubble Man, but then I remembered that it's Super Poly into Shining. So I have 4 monsters in hand, which is weird in Heroes. Oh, right, and then Fusion Gate's busted. Doesn't seem much play anymore, but I'm going to banish Stratos and Bubble Man again, even though I just got him back, for another Ab-Zero. The Ab-Zero will at least let me survive for a turn, as far as I see it. Normally. So he's setting on me, which is not a good idea when I have Voltic in my hand. And I draw the Parallel World Fusion here. I don't really like Parallel World Fusion. I can't run Miracle as effectively. And he tries to set the Thrasher here, but it specifically says that you can't set Thrasher. So I cut away until he takes the Thrasher back to his hands. Parallel World Fusion allows me to do pretty much the opposite of Miracle, which is send 2 banished heroes from the deck to the grave. But it has this clause where you can't special summon any other monsters this turn, which is that kills it for me. That's the fact that kills it. And Voltic's going to get back Stratos, and Stratos is going to search out Alias. And then I decide to go into... Think about Gondiva for a second, but it's not even that good. Decided to go on Utopia. Gondiva is actually not that bad, because I knew he had Thrasher, so I could just be like, sorry, no Thrasher. But no matter what he makes this turn, Utopia is just going to negate the attack as far as I see it. So he special summons his Thrasher, special summons his Bubble Man. No real reason to do that. Unless he was going to exceed. Spoiler, doesn't do that. So he brings out his Elemental Hero, the Shining. Buffed up with 3 heroes, which is pretty big. 3,500, I believe. So he's just going to try. He's going to try and attack my Ab-Zero, which I should have let go through. But I had a Sakier play that I wanted to get. So I used the effect of Fusion Gate. I don't want to use Summoner mode. Banishing Leo's Alias and Ab-Zero to get out my own The Shining. And when Ab-Zero leaves the field, his Ab-Zero dies. He doesn't really understand this and thinks I'm trying to attack it or something, but that's pretty much game. His back row is completely dead. So I'm just going to leave you with a little bit of this duel that's left. So, I am Dat House Duston, signing out.